Okay, yeah. Oh, Nanners took that photo. Okay. I designed it for a class, but to start, I'll start with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for just getting to give me the opportunity to share my testimony with everybody, and I just pray that you would speak through me and that everybody would be able to learn something from what I've said. And in your name I pray, amen. To begin my story about how I've become who I am today through Christ, let's start at the beginning. I was blessed to have grown up in a strong Christian home with parents who both loved the Lord, had us go to church and youth group each week, and taught us the gospel. Growing up, around the age of 6, when I was in my bed one day, when the decision to ask Jesus into my heart, and I prayed the prayer, but at the time I truly didn't know or understand what that meant. Moving into my early elementary school, I began to love my schoolwork and started to throw all I had into doing well at it. Starting in 3rd grade, I was in all of the advanced classes at my school, and although it gave me some of my closest friends, it also gave me a healthy dose of academic validation that took a long time to shake. As I moved into middle school, this was the time in my life when I truly began to pursue a relationship with the Lord on my own. In the winter of my 6th grade year, I went to a winter church camp, and there was a message on letting Jesus take the wheel of our lives. And yes, they did play the Carrie Underwood song. And I decided I wanted to do that for myself. I felt really moved to read my entire Bible that year, and I did, in just a year and 19 days. But looking back, I truly didn't grasp most of what I read, and my speed reading just to get through today's chapters didn't help. I began to play the piano for my church's youth group that same year, and I really loved it. Freshman year of high school was when COVID started, and everything really changed for me. I was stuck in my house with my siblings, and my entire life felt like it was stuck in slow motion. My main source of validation, where I felt the most secure, was completely different, and I felt completely burnt out from school. Also during this time, I started dating a guy for a couple of months, and when that ended, it caused a spiral in my life that was a lot bigger than that relationship. In my sophomore year of high school, I began to struggle with everything. I didn't really have a passion, was severely depressed, and felt very lost and began to stray away from my relationship with God. All the things that I had once loved, like playing the piano, doing well in school, running, loving my family well, and even going to youth group, all began to feel like a big chore. I remember sitting in my bed for multiple hours, not being able to fall asleep, and just begging him to fix whatever was wrong so I could go back to my regular life. As time went on, I began to heal, finding things I loved, had new friends, and my life started going back to normal, but I still felt disconnected from God. In the fall of my senior year, I started dating my boyfriend Noah, who also went to church, and at the same time, starting this relationship led to a lot of questions for myself that I didn't know how to answer. I didn't know what major to pick, what school to go to, or if I should even move away for college. And if I was dating a guy that was Christian, why didn't I feel like a Christian? Some of these questions took a long time to find an answer, because I truly was trying to do it all on my own, relying on myself instead of God and His plan for me. Coming into college, even though I had thought I was ready to start this new chapter of my life, the emotional toll was a lot more than I expected. In my freshman semester, the first one in the fall, was really lonely. I felt confused in my faith, but felt like I should look for a church because I had been used to that my whole life. I didn't know where to start, and I wasn't sure what I actually believed. I came to my first midweek after being invited by a friend and joined a Bible study a couple of weeks later. But even still, after countless people in CF asking me, "How did you make your faith your own?" I wasn't sure if I had an answer. Even so, I kept coming to Bible study my freshman year, and it slowly transformed me and how I saw the gospel as a whole. I saw how people really loved the Lord and each other, and I wanted to be a part of that. I really got to truly see the full gospel for the first time with clear eyes, and I saw how the Lord had been working in my life this whole time, and how He had a plan that was so much better than my own. Going into my sophomore year of college, I decided that I wanted to go all in for the Lord and all in with CF, and I had found such a loving community that just reflects the love of God. During that year, I started coming to all the CF events, reading my Bible regularly, and just setting habits for the rest of my life. So coming into this next semester, I can really see how I've grown the past few years with my relationship with God and how I've learned to trust in God's plan and will for my life. One of my favorite chapters in the whole Bible is Psalm 139. And that is one that has really helped me this past few years in trusting Him. Some of the verses from this chapter say, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days were ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. These verses really just remind me that the Lord has created me, and he knows each and every one of my days, and he has had a plan for them. And I just need to fully trust and rest in his will for my life. Although I'm still working and learning how to trust him every day, I can really say that I now truly desire to know and be with the Lord wherever he leads me. And I now look with joy to what he has in store for me. Thank you.